I'm Brittnee Thayer, and I am interviewing Casey on animal abuse.
Hello.
So my first question is, what is your definition of animal cruelty?
My definition is an animal that's being mistreated, whether it's neglect or physical abuse or even mental abuse.
Okay. What signs can you look for to detect abuse or neglect in an animal?
Well, animals show many different sides of abuse. They can either be very timid, be underweight, have scarring, or be aggressive because they have been hit so many times. It's kind of a fight or flight. When an animal's abused, they either shy away or they fight back.
Right. What effect can abuse have on an animal?
Oh, a ton. It makes them, some will have, if they were starved, some can be food aggressive because they were neglected of food for so long. They can become hard to, socialize with.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard for them to deal with the abuse because all they want is love.
Why is animal cruelty a concern in your opinion?
I think animal cruelty, especially when it's somebody that's hurting, torturing, abusing, hitting, I think it leads to abuse with people. I think there's an underlying problem with that person that is abusing an animal, and I think it will get more severe, and I think it's, some of it's lack of education, but some of it is a bigger problem
Right.
with that person.
What are the types of animal cruelty?
Well, I believe neglect is one type, whether it be neglecting to get an animal vet care from either being injured or whether it be tying a dog up to the backyard without proper shelter, not feeding it every day. Dog fighting is the physical abuse. Not enough attention is also neglect, and of course just hitting, kicking, that other physical abuse that is horrible.
Right.
Starvation, I think I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Should animal abuse legally be considered a crime, and why or why not?
Yes, I believe so, 100%. I believe that it's one of those things where they're going to start with the voiceless, the animals that can't speak for themselves, and then move on to something more. But I believe that, yes, for sure, that the person should get punished the way they need to get punished for what they did to the voiceless animal that had no choice in enduring it.
Right. Do you believe that animal testing is considered abuse?
I do. I 100% do. I think it's most of it for the most part is unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't a lot of animals that are exactly like people, and I believe that especially when it comes to cosmetics and hair products, I think that's just ridiculous to put a warning label on there when we know if you put soap in your eye it's going to sting.
Yeah.
And I don't think that should be happening to rabbits, dogs, cats on a daily basis, just to put the warning label, because it's all money.
Should animals have as many rights as humans?
I believe so. I know that's an opinion, but I believe that they should have a lot more rights than they do, for sure. I think that too many things go unpunished, and I think that these are helpless, defenseless animals for the most part, and I don't think that what happens to them should, and I think that people need to be accountable for what they do to these animals. Well, my father pretty much started me in with rescuing animals because he brought animals in and out of the house when he would find them, and we would find homes. So it was kind of before rescue groups were around when we were kids. And then I started, when I got old enough and saw an animal that was either running across the road, injured or something, I would bring them in the house. And now what I do is I try to help out people that go and feed the strays in Detroit, or the strays in Detroit, the uneducated owners that do have them out in the backyard in this cold weather with nothing.
Right.
And don't feed them. There's not fresh food. There's not fresh water every day. They need to have proper shelter. I've fostered numerous animals. But I just try to help, you know, with what is needed. But I've been doing it for a while, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I've also done, you know, helping with wildlife rescue, with rabbits, hamsters. The weirdest thing I rescued was a salamander that was out in the snow. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have the options that, you know, are out there.